first off, I think I fixed the volume on this, so it should be better. We're hoping. If not, well, what can you do about that? Alright, next movie we're going to review. Carrie. It is the 1976 version, and I did see it for the first time 3 days ago. So, I pretty much live up to what I need to. I did watch it right after Chloe, so if you haven't seen that review, probably should go back, because I'm going to kind of compare the two, because obviously I think they go together. So, Carrie, as you may know, Stephen King book turned into a movie about a girl who's what they call telekinetic, what I call kind of insane, but with powers. And so, basically, she's in high school, no one likes her because she's a freak, and they kind of have some good reasons why not to, but how I like to view a movie. If the opening scene is awesome, the movie, of course, is going to be nothing short of amazing. And the opening scene of this movie, Carrie is in high school, right? She's taking a shower, and like what a lot of 70s movies do, every girl is naked in the opening scene. But she starts to get her period in the shower. Apparently this is the first time she's gotten it. Let's not say she's a little behind, but come on. So, freaking out, she thinks she's going to die. She runs up to all the other girls and basically is psychotic to them. Their reaction, of course, is to throw tampons at her, which is a just reaction, I guess. Breaking open the tampon machine and chucking all those at her might be going a little too far. But it's high school. So, after that, you meet Carrie's mother, who is beyond religious. Case in point, she thinks having your period means you have sinned against God, and therefore locks Carrie in a closet to pray to the scariest Jesus you've ever seen. Now don't get me wrong, Jesus is my homeboy, but this is a scary looking Jesus. So, going on from that and whatever, basically the girl gym teacher takes out vengeance on all these girls by making them work out, which I think is a much better solution as detention than like actual detention where you sit there and think about what you've done. If you have to work out for your crimes, chances are you're not going to do it again, or you're going to be physically fit. Either way, it's all good. Correct? We need to learn some lessons from the 70s. Also, when you can punch a girl in the face because she's mouthing off to you, she's not going to mouth off anymore, is she? No. No, she's not. Thank you, 1976. Miss Cullen, I think your name is? I don't even know. But aside from that, Carrie's also shown as no one likes her, like the principal who calls her Cassie 5 times in a 2-minute period. The teacher who makes fun of her about 10 times in a 2-minute period in front of the entire class because she had the nerve to say she liked someone's poem. So, aside from all these things on why Carrie has every motive and okayness from me to murder these people with her telekinetic powers, she doesn't yet. She doesn't. These are the devil's powers according to her mother, who I'm not entirely sure why an exorcism was never performed on Carrie from her mom. She just regrets never killing Carrie as a baby, which most parents probably think that one time or another. So, during this film, the good girl in this movie has her boyfriend, Tommy Ross, who has to be voted best hair in school asks Carrie to prom. Tommy Ross, I think, is my favorite character of all time because he's adorable. He asks Carrie to prom, has to literally convince Carrie so he can take her to prom. Takes her to prom, they have a pretty good time, and also during the middle of this, the mean girl in this, who got punched in the face by the gym teacher, is not allowed to go to prom anymore because she's a bitch, I guess, because you can do that in high school. She gets her boyfriend, who, by the way, is John Travolta, in case none of you remember. Yeah, that's him. He slaughters a pig in this movie, and then dumps it on Carrie at the prom after she's announced prom queen. So she has pig blood all over her. Tommy's been knocked in the head and is dead on the floor already. No one rushes up to help Carrie within this 5 minutes of her in her head remembering every taunting she's ever been told or whatever. So she ends up with her telekinetic powers turning on the water hose and then creates a fire using that. Physics. I don't understand it. Carrie obviously did. But no. That's not the end of the movie. No. After that, Carrie goes back home. Travolta and Mean Girl try to run her over. She flips the car, ends up killing them, finally makes it back home. Goes to wash off all the pig's blood because during the time where she had a fire hose at her disposal, didn't feel the need to use it on herself. So she went, took a bath, tried to find her mom, who lit candles upon candles in their house. Probably scented. It's a little relaxation technique. Mom ends up coming behind a door or something. Is real creepy when Carrie gets out of the shower, and they hug it out, and they're all friendly again, until Mom pulls a knife on her and stabs Carrie in the back, then pushes her down the stairs. Carrie tries to escape to her closet, I guess, forgetting momentarily that she has telekinetic powers, but realizes it, pins her mom up like Jesus, and stabs her 5 times with knives. Kills her mom, realizes she's killed her mom, and makes the house collapse on both of them, killing them both. Scariest part of the movie comes, and it's not over there, because scariest part of the movie comes after that, when Nice Girl, remember Nice Girl, she was dating Tommy Ross, but not anymore. But she goes to put flowers on Carrie's grave, which I guess is for sale, according to the grave marker. And while she's putting the flowers down, Carrie's hand comes up and grabs her wrist. I gotta say, I jumped a little bit. It was pretty terrifying. So, that's Carrie. Now, a little something about this movie that made me mad the entire time would be the music. Stolen, I think, straight from Psycho. Which, if you don't know, is Alfred Hitchcock's famous movie, also using knives as murder weapons. But I was just mad about that the entire time. Kept hearing that noise. Was happy when I saw Travolta, and was always ecstatic when I saw Tommy Ross, especially from a profile view. I think that's his best view. But anyway, gonna compare it a little bit with Chloe now, so if you don't want to see that, now's the time to stop watching. Both I'm going to classify as psychological thrillers, even though Netflix does not. I will respect their decision not to do that. But back to back, they seem to be both troubled young ladies, both blonde, both end up dying in the end. And I have to say, preferably, I'd rather be the son and Chloe than Carrie. I mean, just gonna throw that out there. I'd rather have a mom who sleeps with the hooker she hired for dad than the overly religious mom where I'm not even sure where she's getting her religion. But, it's a little bit worse than what I'd call Fox News. So there's that comparison. Other things I noticed, nothing really, I guess. They're just both psychological thrillers with kind of insane girls in them. Would I recommend Carrie? Yes, because if you haven't seen it yet, it's kind of sad for your life. I've seen it already now, so there's really no excuse at this point. So go ahead, put that on the Netflix queue. Hint, it's on instant right now, so grab that up while you can.